We're part of the Fired Up Sports Network of shows. Please check out other Fired Up Sports Network podcasts like the P-Lot Pod, Water Cooler Talk, Bell Smashers, Philly Sports Love and Pain, Drunk on Broad, Beer Battered Sports, and the Fired Up Sports Show, which are available on all major podcasting hosting sites and social media. Also, check out Mark Ramos' Roundup on firedupsports.com, which breaks down the happenings going on with all your favorite local teams.
The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, the Flyers are going to win the Stanley Cup. The Flyers win the Stanley Cup for the lead. Yes!
Iverson, wow, what a fake off Daniels as he broke his ankles and got all the way to the cup.
Well, welcome in.
I
What's up?
There he is.
What's going on?
I snuck in there.
There he is.
What's going on?
What up? How we doing?
Listen, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It is. It is.
Weather's nice. Birds are chirping.
Rich. Where are you, Rich?
Out back.
Nice.
Nice.
About 46 degrees. And it's very cold. It's very cold. So I was like, it's outside. It's really nice out. It's so cold. Look, I got my winter socks on when I have to go down there. It's cold down there.
Nice.
Ooh,
Very nice.
birds.
Listen.
Birds. How many weeks?
That's-
5? Let's go.
Yeah, listen, I mean, you got a couple weeks before training camp. You got well, at some point tonight we had the first round one of the Birds beer bracket. So we got we'll go over the winners and losers and see who's moving on to the next round. I'm gonna try to put out the next group of the Sixers and Flyers beer brackets tomorrow.
Nice.
And we'll have those votes in, but we got the tallies for round one, so that'll be fun. Listen, it's the thing that I think I'm most surprised about this offseason is the lack of feeling. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not feeling kind of tumultuous at all. I'm feeling pretty good about everything that's going on. And Joe, what are your thoughts at this stage in the offseason? Things have kind of settled where they're going to be, where they're going to go, and where are you at in terms of your kind of feeling going into with training camp upcoming?
Yeah, I mean, with the draft and the players that they've added in free agency, and the overall health of the team. The coordinators, you actually have real coordinators on offense and a real coordinator on defense. Jalen's healthy. He doesn't have the shoulder issue. He doesn't have the knee issue that he had last year. So, I mean, you've got your full arsenal on offense and defense. I think, I mean, if this team, obviously the core guys, if they could stay healthy, and if I think it's going to come down to Jalen executed. That's really what it comes down to for this team to be rich, to be successful. I mean, he's got all the players. He's got all the players, and he's got a real game plan, a coordinator who can put together a real game plan. So, I know on offense, I'm really locked in on the offensive side of things. I think it's going to be, for me, I think it's the question is the defense, with Hassan Reddick not being there. And I've said it before. Huff, I almost had a blank on his name. Him coming in, it's going to come down to, they have to put him in the right situation, the right position to be able to stop the run. That was his knock, playing with the Jets and being an everyday starter. But the depth that you have in secondary is just ridiculous. All of these guys are they look good in OTAs, and they really are living up to the hype. So it's a great feeling. I mean, it's a great feeling where we are sitting, July 3rd. So, I don't really have any doubts or negativity. It's really just going to come down to execution.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think you're looking at a good spot where you're healthy. You're healthy. You're feeling good. You look at where this offense is going, in terms of its, the fact that it's under new leadership. I saw something that kind of caught my eye at the end of June that that you had with the way that they've kind of revamped and added pieces on offense. The one position where I think there could be an opportunity to maybe add some depth. Miles Sanders is kind of on his way out in Carolina. Is there any interest in reuniting he and Saquon Barkley, or is that kind of, or we passed that on that?
I mean, go ahead, Rich. I'll fill in after you.
What?
Come on, Rich. It's Miles.
Oh, dude, he got his bag and he sucks.
Yeah, but Rich, he sucked in Carolina. Who doesn't suck in Carolina?
Everybody sucks in Carolina. It was his fault. That's the dumb shit that you do to get paid. You go down to a poverty organization without a front line, without an offensive line. They wasted all their draft picks on Bryce Young, who got fucking absolutely killed. Your number one wide receiver is 36 and Adam Thielen. There's something wrong. I like Adam Thielen, but not as my number one, and he's a slot guy.
Absolutely.
Poor Bryce. No, I don't want Miles Sanders. Regardless of what happens, he gets his guaranteed money from Carolina. But
right.
I'm really happy with this team rolling and doing it with fucking out him. Gainwell, whatever, serviceable backup. I still think they might pry somebody off of a practice squad around there. You still got Shipley. He's not really the guy who's going to do it. Right. I would like to see them get going back to the Jay Ajayi, LeGarrette Blount duo days. You have almost Saquon as being your Jay Ajayi, except Saquon fucking Barkley, and just get yourself a pounder and just work the clock that way. I just don't want to see any more fucking designed runs for Jalen Hurts ever again, especially with the addition of Saquon. So
yeah,
Miles isn't a guy on my radar. He is young enough, and I don't know, bad taste in my mouth from Miles leaving, getting his bag, and then poo-pooing and taking his ball and going home. But, they said Chuba Hubbard's in line to start until Brooks comes back. There's no need to rush him from his ACL. So Miles, yeah, he is on the bubble. He's a bubble guy, but it's fucking hilarious that if Carolina really decides to cut him and eat all that money, because it's not like it's not like he was cheap. It's not like he was expensive, but it's still a lot of guaranteed money to eat. I don't think they're in a position to do that in Carolina, but I don't really want them back on the Birds.
Well, Rich, I'm going to talk about a guy that you just mentioned. I came across some fantasy sleeper stuff, and Will Shipley's a guy who is mentioned as a guy who could overtake that number 2 role behind Saquon Barkley with the pass catching ability that he was able to utilize coming out of Clemson. You see some of the offseason stuff that you see him working with Jalen Hurts on the side. Will Shipley's a guy I'm keeping my eye on, because that's a guy that, I don't think it's going to take much to overtake Kenny Gainwell.
Right. No. And Will Shipley is your Danny Woodhead 2.0.
Yep.
That's the role he's going to play on this team. It's a valuable role. I'd like to see him gain a little bit more muscle on his body a little bit. And then we can talk about him being like a legit backup number 2. I mean, good change of pace guy, good passing down guy, good third down back. I'm with it. I still think they need a bruiser. And then I would be honestly content. But it's hard because do you cut Gainwell? I'm not sure if you do cut Gainwell. Like Gainwell is serviceable. At times he shined, and at times he's looked lost. I just wish he was more consistent to actually be a backup. Kind of upset. I think Rashad Penny would have been a perfect backup to Saquon Barkley, and then having Shipley come in and be your third down back. I think that would be ideal for this team, but unfortunately, it's not it. I don't know. I honestly never want to see Saquon off the field.
Yeah.
I know the man needs.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he's going to be. I would imagine he's going to get at least 20 touches a game, 20, maybe 25. But yeah, I do agree. I mean, I would like to see Miles back, but if he doesn't come back, I mean, it's not the end of the world. But this guy, I can't remember his first name. Who's the guy? Is Milton out of Georgia? Is he the big power back that's trying to make the team? The undrafted rookie out of Georgia.
I'm not sure.
I think his name's Milton. I think he would fit that mold. He's like 6'1", like 220 or something like that. But he would fit that role. I think he's I mean, I don't know what kind of reps he's getting, but they did say he looked good at OTAs, and I guess you'll probably see a lot of him in the preseason and training camp.
I don't know. You got me stumped, Joe.
Oh man,
it's Eric Milton.
You got
old pitcher for the Phillies. He
Pretty
wanted Georgia. He was
not Shake.
no.
It's definitely not Shake.
Oh
shit. He needs it.
Huh. No way.
Don, don't blame us. We just
What are they gonna do with James Bradbury? What are they doing?
Yeah, that's a guy that I feel like they're just waiting to cut.
Yeah, he's gonna get cut. He's gonna get injured, and they'll do like the injury waiver thing.
Right.
They'll settle out, and he'll be gone, signing with somebody else. Unless somebody says, "Hey, we'll give you a 7 for him." I mean, you take the 7, and
they're probably waiting. They're waiting for camp. They're gonna wait to see if somebody gets hurt.
Yeah.
And then they'll just give us a draft pick and you can have him.
Yeah, like, oh, you want to give us in 3 years from now your 7th? Yeah, we'll take it.
Right, and I think they're waiting also too for Sidney Brown to be 100% to get cleared.
None of that would surprise me at all.
Right.
And that's the kind of thing where it's like, if there's a way for Howie Roseman to kind of make his, make that known to be able to get something out of that I'm sure it'll happen. Considering everything, the little bit of those clips that leaked out about the Giants Hard Knocks behind the scenes videos of the negotiations with in and around the Saquon Barkley stuff, and thought that was kind of hilarious to see the take and the approach from the Giants side, thinking that he really didn't have value and that he was going to have to come back to them, and then to see Howie Roseman kind of swoop in, what was really, really insightful to see kind of how they kind of negotiated and navigated that behind the scenes.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
It really is.
Well,
it really is.
Jones $400 or $45 a year, fucking idiots. So
I'm Don.
Yes, sir.
I'm going. I'm kind of over the whole white on white.
Okay, so this came out the other day. They're talking about these are the uniform color combinations that they're going to use throughout this season. So you've still got the Kelly green. They did come out with the games they're going to wear that. I believe it's week 11 and week 17. The week 17 game is against Dallas.
Alice.
Is there a color combination in there that they're not using that you would like them to see use?
Green and black.
I like that.
I can get with that. Yeah. I
like
would
that.
love them. And I have, I got to reach back out to Howie and Jeff and see if they respond to me. But the going away with the white on white, why don't we do 2 road games of the Eagles, the white jerseys, the retro white jerseys on the road with the green, gray pants,
the white color green.
Yeah,
would be a sharp. It
would be sharp, and it's a beautiful jersey, and it's another way to make money.
Yeah, it is.
Listen, if there's anything out there to buy, we'll buy it.
Yeah. The only one that I couldn't get on board with, guys, was the blue and yellow. I couldn't do it.
That was bad.
I just couldn't do it. I was just like, no. I'm not a Chargers fan.
No, those colors sucked.
It was brutal. It was brutal.
The one in here that I don't like, that I don't get, is the white on black. The white jersey with the black pants is just, to me, doesn't matter. What do you think they're going to wear in Brazil? Because the whole thing came out with the Brazil with the team, the rival team for that soccer stadium. Like green is like burning the house down. So they're advising the teams not to wear their green. Meanwhile, the NFL picked 2 teams where their primary color is green.
Just stupid. Really great play. What I mean is there a chance that they come out with a jersey that's specific for that game?
I mean,
I would just say just come out wearing the Brazilian flag.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, I think.
What's the closest one? I mean, what color do they wear now that doesn't have a green? Maybe they go all the black. Maybe they do the black on black.
Yeah,
black.
I
probably
think
going to be black on black with a black helmet.
What the fuck color is Green Bay gonna wear?
Well, they have those hideous those throwback ones, right?
The yellow and blue ones,
aren't they?
Yeah, I thought they were like the same color as the fucking Eagles ones.
I thought they were. It was almost like a bluish tint, like blue and yellow, with those awful yellow helmets.
Fuck it, just make them wear the Kansas City Chief uniforms. Like, you're being the Chiefs this week, dog. Don't worry about it.
Or the Eagles. Whoever's in charge of the wardrobe there could be like a miscommunication, and they accidentally send or get on board with sending the Green Bay actually the green and yellows, and that's all they have to wear.
Sorry, Green Bay.
And they're ducking the whole game.
Oh God,
they're ducking the fans.
Yeah, we got to stop with these games, like in places that you should not be playing football in.
Well, yeah, that and don't pick teams that both wear green.
It's like
there's a lot of teams that don't wear green. Let's pick 2 teams that wear green and have the game in Brazil where you're not supposed to wear green.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs I thought I was going to be go on vacation. So on the beach, they're like, nah, we got armored cars taking us to it.
Yeah. Stay in your hotel or go out in armored vehicles.
Yeah,
that's where I want to go.
We all can't leave at one time. I'm like, fuck, I wouldn't even want to go there. Like, why are we doing it? Like, it's so dumb. The NFL has to be played all around the world, and that's what they want.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you had the opportunity to really grow. Like, you remember the World League when they were playing in Germany, they were playing all over the place. They had the opportunity to be able to continue that for I think it was costing the owners like $1 million or like $2 million. And they were like, nah, we're good. Meanwhile,
Galaxy.
Right. Like the way that they could have grown, if they would have looked at where they were looking at growing the game, the way that they're growing the game, think about how far more advanced that fan base might be. Even if you tied, like you can't have one team for every NFL team, but like if you had one team for every NFL division and maybe the practice squad guys from each team play in one of those NFL Europe teams, maybe that would have been a way to potentially grow the game. But like
about that, Doc. Talked about it's like a pool of players. It's the minor league for the NFL, but you have to submit like, yes, your practice squad players, everybody's practice squad players go into this league and say they make up 8 teams. Like you will put 8, like if they're playing in that game and they play, like you can put in a waiver claim. Any team can put in a waiver claim for any player. Right. Like that is how it is for like, that's your minor leagues. Like why wouldn't you do that? Or make it 10 teams, make it a little bit bigger, get some undrafted guys to go in there. It doesn't only have to be the practice squad, but give them ex-NFL coaches who actually can coach them up, can teach them the game. It doesn't have to be like, as brutal. You could make it a fucking 7-on-7. Like it doesn't matter as long as you get guys in there to play. Like that could be your minor leagues. More of a coaching up, more of a teaching, more of like a practice squad thing. But like any team could grab whoever they wanted. Like that would be fucking awesome. I would love to see that. Like, oh shit, there's a minor league fucking NFL league. Let's go. Like that's interesting shit.
Right. The problem is, Rich, is that they have a free minor league system in college football. They got a minor league system that feeds into the NFL that they don't have to. The only difference between that and what we're talking about is that at the college level, there's no specific affiliation with a team.
No.
That would be the only thing that would change.
But the guys who don't make your NFL roster, who you do practice squad and throwing them on there, like you play in this league, like you designate like 10 of your guys to go play. Like
absolutely.
Say, and same thing as like kind of like a rehab game, right? Like, all right, we're gonna go send our running back over there to get some run for like, even if he plays like three downs, and it's like, all right, he's good. All right, then back home. Like, I don't know. I think that would be a concept I would love to get behind. I just need to borrow some money so we can get this started. Don, what do you
like it?
Go, you work a lot. What do you say? Can I have some money?
Listen, I work a lot. It doesn't mean I have any money.
Right? Right? My bank account would tell you a little bit different.
I need a rich friend.
Yeah. Somebody put on, I can't remember who put it on. I saw it on, I don't know if it was Facebook or on X. They bought, I don't know, 40 items at Walmart in 2022. And then they bought the same 40 items this year. And it like almost quadrupled. Exact same product, exact same brand, exact same product, exact number of items that they purchased back 2 years ago, and bought it now, and the prices are up like almost like 4 times as much.
I believe it. And listen, and our paychecks ain't going up.
No, and I can't even get my $1 small fry at McDonald's anymore. And it's like it's hard being a fat guy on a budget, man. It really is hard being a fat guy on a budget.
Oh God! Listen, anything else birds related before we get into some fun stuff?
I'm just excited. That's all I care about. Fantasy season starting. Golden Mike League, motherfuckers. Let's get it. So excited.
Coach Trav coming back to defend his title.
Trav, he has to defend his title. Yeah. Are we doing a super flex, or we cut that out last year?
I think we cut it out.
All right. Good call. I'm just making sure. Good call out of me.
I was going to say, nice job, Commish. Listen, first fun topic. College, right, with pro football comes college football. And I came across this specific slate of games that I'm about to share with you on Saturday, October 12th. There are 5 epic matchups slated for Saturday, October 12th. So you got Mississippi, LSU. You got Florida, Tennessee. Ohio State, Oregon. You got Penn State, USC, and you got Oklahoma, Texas.
That'll be a fun.
What do you love about college football?
That they're bringing the video game back.
Yeah.
That was my next topic.
Yeah, that's
That's what I love.
Lucas can't wait. Can't wait.
Oh, it's gonna be so fucking great.
He
And
can't wait.
well, and we can just jump into it. One of the things I heard, which is like a really cool feature for that game, is that when you have the opportunity to build your own player, that there is going to be a way to connect the college football game to Madden so that you can draft your player into
They did
Madden.
that before back in the day. You would export the draft class from the college game to Madden. So all the players like in that year and like your guy would be on there. So that was fun. Oh, dude, it's going to be great. But what do we love about college football? I mean, just the rivalries, just, the playing of the game, the ups and downs, like the legit any given Sunday moments.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Saturday. Like,
yeah.
College football is wildly unpredictable, but predictable, but unpredictable, if you understand what I'm saying. If you're picking up. And it's just fun to see. Like, fuck Ohio State. Let's go Oregon. All right, Penn State. Like, that's cool. Who the fuck? Texas. Not even Texas. And LAU, dog. LAU.
I mean, listen, for me, my most favorite part about college football right now is the fact that because I didn't go to a big school, I don't have an affiliation with the team. So literally just turning the games on, watching it like I know at 3:30 on a Saturday, I can turn on CBS and get a great SEC matchup. I know Saturday night I can get, Kirk Herbstreit with whatever the best game on Saturday night is going to be. And I think seeing the matchups, seeing the rivalries, the atmosphere in college football is just way different. LSU on a Saturday night in the middle of Louisiana when it's 107 swampy degrees and that place is literally rocking. Yep. It's just a really, really cool atmosphere. And one of the other things I heard about one of the features is that they ranked the 10 hardest or the 10 most difficult stadiums to play in. And it really is kind of like it's a wonky list. It really doesn't match up with what you would think. I'm gonna try to pull it up in a second, but like one of the things they're talking about is building in that like that atmospheric experience. So like you'll have the controllers rumble, you'll have the sound elevated, you'll have the experiential part of being in that stadium as part of your playing experience.
Oh, it's gonna be so great.
That's so awesome.
God, I love it.
Joe, what do you love about college football?
Yeah, I mean, these guys are, they're really, they're playing for each other. They're giving everything they have on every single play because, they're doing it for their teammates. They're doing it for their school. They're doing it because, they're trying to get to the NFL. They're doing whatever they can to get that opportunity to play in the pros. But it's just, for me, going to Penn State. I went to Abington, but, finally getting out to Happy Valley and seeing what it's like to go to a football. I went to 2 football games out there, and just, the Nittany Lion goes from section to section and literally can have, he lifts his arms in each section, the entire section, is just going absolutely nuts. And it'll go to the next section and the next section. And just that feeling and that environment is just, it's almost second to none. I mean, obviously I'm more, I lean toward the Eagles and their setup, but it's just, the students and the fans and everybody's wearing this, the whiteout games and just being a part of that is incredible. And it's every game, like all of these big schools, the stadium is just, the people are just spilling out, and then the tailgating and it's like an all-day event for a lot of these schools at these stadiums. So it's so cool. It's so cool to see. It's so cool to actually get there and see it and be a part of it.
I'm with you. Now, here is the list according to EA Sports of the top 10 toughest places to play from 10 to 1. So you've got Florida, Florida State, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, Penn State, and then at 5 you've got Georgia. 4 is Ohio State. LSU is 3. Number 2 is Alabama, and then number 1, which I was surprised, was Texas A&M.
Wow.
Kyle Field.
Name. A real fucking dumb name. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like Ohio Stadium. Like not clever at all. But hey, man, we're gonna go down to Kyle Stadium. I know a guy named Kyle. All right, not going to.
Oh
Weird.
God.
Weird.
Off the top of your head, can you think of other places? Can you think of other college stadiums that you think should be on this list that aren't?
Maybe Miami.
Yeah, I was going to say Miami. The U.
So
baby.
Texas.
Michigan was the one that was like
yes.
Yeah, the big house or whatever. What do they call it?
Notre Dame.
and the fact that
dude, where the hell's Notre Dame?
You've got the fact that Michigan's not on this list, but you've got 3 other Big Ten stadiums on there ahead of them was like surprising to me.
Games in Florida.
Yeah, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't add up, Don.
No, doesn't add up. But listen, I am excited to see how this game, when this game comes out, how it plays, because for all intents and purposes, the things that have been leaked onto the internet, onto social media, have been really, really cool to see, and to see how lifelike it is just wild. Just to see how the one side by side I saw was like the last time that the game was released versus this time, and how much different it is. It's so wild.
I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. The best one is recruiting. Like, recruiting is always like the best. And same thing, that's why I miss NCAA March Madness. Like, March Madness was just fun because of recruiting. Like, just trying to build like a dominating like powerhouse school. And then like you go back and you're looking like the McDonald's All-Americans. You're like, did they sign with me? And it's like, nope. Oh, great. I got the 7'6" center who's a 2-star recruit. Fucking shoots the ball backward. I'm like, God damn it. And I'm glad the kids are going to be able to use probably their likeness and get paid off of it, as they should. Yep. So hopefully this sparks back the franchises and, makes these kids some money and keeps us sports gamers a little bit happy.
There you go.
I love it. Listen, speaking of patriotic stuff, we got we're on the eve of 4th of July.
Did you guys leave out your Busch Light and your rifles?
Well,
if not, Kid Rock's
I'm in the middle of making a wind chime out of my Busch Light cans.
Rock won't come and leave you any fireworks show if you don't leave out the Busch
Well,
Light.
You know what? Whatever you guys do, make sure you stay away from Jason Pierre-Paul.
Jason. Oh, he's a beautiful young Frenchman.
What happens if you light this in your hand?
Hold on one second. I gotta try to pull this. Oh God, I was trying to pull this graphic up that says like, here's your Jason Pierre-Paul PSA for fireworks.
Yeah, guys, don't fucking do it.
Yeah, don't light them off in your hands.
Shout out to my neighbor who, after tomorrow, will be lighting off fireworks for a month straight at 3 a.m. He's an ultimate patriot, so love me some fireworks.
Nice.
Nice. Here we go. Hold on. I just gotta pull this up real quick.
Gotta see this.
I got to. Have a blast.
Oh,
Jason Pierre-Paul reminds you to have a blast on 4th of July. Just make sure to take them out of your hands and don't stick them in your fingers.
There you go.
Very true.
All right. I'm gonna give you a couple 4th of July things. Are you in or out on parades?
Out.
Yeah, it's too much work.
I'm out. I'm out on parades. I don't
I'd
get
rather,
them.
I'd rather be sitting down Al Bundy and having a beer, or flipping a burger, or playing flip cup or beer pong or cornhole or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We go with my it's right around the corner from my parents. We meet there with all the nieces and nephews. We walk up, we stand there. And every year we stand there and I'm at the end of it, I'm going, what are we doing? Like how many fire trucks, how many Corvettes, how many antique cars, how many little pieces of candy can we throw on the ground and let the little kids chase? Like, I don't like.
It's strange.
And the craziest thing, though, the strangest thing to me is there are some people that are like wildly into it. And I'm like, I don't get you.
Yeah.
I don't get it at all.
I'm telling you, there's a niche for everything, and that's just not yours.
Yeah.
It's just
Maybe it's
like some people
right. It's like how you're brought up, or what your parents took you to that, or your grandparents took you to that. It's something that you've done, probably since people are that do it, or have been doing it since they were kids. So it's just
100%.
part of their their way of life. When I lived in New York State, that's what we did. But when I moved to Northeast Philly, we didn't do that. That wasn't our thing. That's not what they did around where we were in the Northeast. So that kind of went away with it. But it's went away from it. But it's not something I'm like, oh my God, I got to go to a parade. Now I'm older. I'm old enough to drink. I'm old enough. I could cook out and let off fireworks safely most of the time. But yeah, I'd rather be in the confines of. I'd rather be in at somebody's house or my house where it's you're settled and you're chill and you're safe and you can eat and drink and enjoy the festivities.
Yeah,
I hear you. How about you in or out on fireworks?
I'm so in.
Out.
So in.
Talk to me, Joe, because I'm out.
See, Rich,
I feel the same way about fireworks as I do about parades.
But I was exposed to that when I was young, and that's something that kind of stuck with me from my uncle would go. He would travel like out of state to get them, and he would get like the real ones. Like you would go to like if you go to like the township fireworks or the city fireworks, with the real ones. Like he had the real ones. So we would all sit in the backyard. He'd let the shit off. Like, wow, we don't have to go downtown or go to a park or go to the borough or the township building to see him let him off. He's doing them in the backyard, and I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world. So, I mean, I don't do anything crazy, but I like to get a couple of the real ones. You got to watch the neighbors and watch the trees in the backyard. Hopefully, nobody calls the cops on you, but it's just something that's kind of stuck with me over the years. So I'm in.
Like it.
All
right, that's cool. All right, what are you grilling beside? What's on the grill besides burgers and dogs?
Well, me being as a retired chef, it's what isn't on the grill.
Talk to me.
Wings, ribs. Okay. Oh shit! We've done Italian sausage, onions and peppers, seafood, shrimp, shrimp kebabs. Oh dude, oh yeah, dude. I mean, there's nothing that I don't eat, so everything is available. There's really like people are like, oh, is there any foods that you steer clear of? And I'm like, dude, literally, you could rattle off any food that you could think of, and I'll eat it. Like, or I'll at least try it. Or I've already tried it. Yeah. I'll eat anything, dude. Literally anything.
No, I feel you on that. I'm the same way. Except nowadays I don't. Wife is like mostly vegan. And I just turkey sausage, like smoked turkey sausage, Johnsonville, turkey burgers, like shit like that. Like red meat just started fucking with me, so I really couldn't eat it anymore.
Yeah.
And I love me some wings, and I love grilled wings. Yep. I mean, I'm not making anything tomorrow. Just I'm working half a day. And then Jamie's niece's birthday party tomorrow night. So,
nice.
That's pretty much pretty much it. But yeah, back in the day, it would be anything. Like it would be fucking anything.
I'm going a little out of the box. I go with corn. I love
Oh,
corn on
yeah.
the grill.
Well,
Corn,
I was
corn on the
just
grill
going.
is like
I was going with the proteins. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Don. I was
no,
strictly-
not at all,
I
Joe.
got,
I mean,
got
listen,
carried away with the proteins.
but like I try to like trying to go a little outside the box, try to be a little bit more exploratory. I love the corn. Anytime we can do corn on the grill is always good. Rich, I know you've talked about the Mexican street corn.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a solid item.
Elote.
What's the go-to beverage tomorrow?
Oh.
I'm gonna say one or two of these. The Winks, the THC.
Oh, they're okay. So, Rich, you gotta talk to me. That shit is all over my feed.
Dude, they're delicious. Except they get you a little strange, little quick. I feel bad. Like go back and listen. Like I look, and usually like it tells you like it's an hour, and it's like this says onset in 10 to 15 minutes. So I've just been sitting on it because I'm like some of the shit I start to say toward the end just gets really outlandish, and I'm like, sorry, I definitely ruined that episode. I'm like, but these are fun, especially like being outside, just outside chilling. Like I do, I'm enjoying these, but if not, you got to go with a nice shandy or like a sour, like something juicy and like vibrant for time. They're just phenomenal.
I got a couple line of kugels. I got one of the summer shandies. We got some of the peach shandies, which is I'm looking forward to those tomorrow.
Peach shandy from where?
I think it's a line of kugel. Lace got a variety pack.
I love it.
I'll be right back. No, but the Rich the wink beverages I've seen a bunch. I think now that I'm seeing you give your little testimonial, I might have to pull the trigger on that one.
Oh, they're great. Like best feeling. Like just make it a little goofy. Don't do 10 milligrams. Stick with 5.
Okay.
10 is 10. They're kind of yeah. You'll be stuck in your couch.
Joe, what do you got? What do you got on deck tomorrow? What beverage?
You know, my lineup's kind of weak just because I'm a DOT driver and I don't really drink much. I don't really drink much anyway. Rose doesn't really drink either, so it's kind of like whatever's left over from birthday parties or holiday, whatever it may be. I got Ultra, I got Michelob Ultra in there. I got some Sly Fox in there. I got some Corona. I got some Corona in there.
Nice.
But
Joe, I got news for you. You would see the same thing if you went into my fridge in the basement.
Yeah.
You would see the eclectic collection of whatever was left from a pile.
30
it's bad. And I get leftover alcohol too from my limo job. Like these people, they don't want to bring it, they don't want to cart it around, or they're just so done with the night. They're like, you have it and just take it with you. So I've got wine coolers in there and spoons and all sorts of shit in there from these groups, and they kind of just sitting there because I like I'll have one here and there, I'll have a drink here and there, but it's not I'm not sitting down putting away eight or 10 or 12 of them at a time. So
no, listen, I'm Joe, I'm right there with you. What do you what do you got? The Cape May.
Oh yeah,
the Grove.
What flavor?
Nice.
Citrus shandy. Oh my god, dude.
Does it taste like Cape May?
Dude, it tastes better than Cape May. It tastes like
nice.
Sitting at Cape May's beach, and you're nice.
We got a 6-pack of the Cape May IPA in the fridge downstairs.
If you find the Grove, get the Grove. It's phenomenal.
Beautiful. I like that.
Makes you.
I like that.
Sure.
Gentlemen, you got any 4th of July movies?
Well, I mean, we don't really watch movies too much because we have 75 dogs now. So, but I mean, you can't go. You can't go wrong with Independence Day, as corny, as cheesy as it is, or Forrest Gump.
Thank you, Randy.
but that's really all I got to say about that.
I love the it's not a 4th of July movie, but the scene in Sandlot on 4th of July.
Yeah.
Just watching it.
That to me is that's the one that I got to go to.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, before we jump into final thoughts, I got the results from our Philly sports themed team booze bracket. And moving on into the second round in the Phillies bracket is the Ring the Bell from Kachi.
Okay.
Is going to take on the Philly Standard from Yards. And you got the High Hopes and the Harpers Hazy.
Mm.
They are moving on. Now, in the Birds bracket, which we'll focus on right now, you got the South Philly Special moving on to take on the Fly Like an Eagle. And then, Rich, your last minute
fucking winner, dog.
Your last minute suggestion. So because we Rich, you added the Dallas Sucks, the Weyerbacher late. So what I did was when I did the poll, we just did 3. So that was the best out of 3. So the Dallas Sucks is going to take on Dreams and Nightmares.
Nice.
So we'll I'm gonna put out the Sixers and Flyers ones tomorrow. We'll get those together, and then we'll do these later on. We'll have these for whenever we take on the next episode. But just wanted to give the people an update on the Philly sports theme booze bracket.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Gentlemen, final thoughts.
I hope everyone has a happy and healthy and safe July 4th. Enjoy. Don, fuck you. You're off all summer. Joe, enjoy your day off tomorrow. And then you're right back at it on Friday, baby.
I am.
Just
You know, and if I were still in the food industry, there's a chance that I would have had to work tomorrow. So
yeah,
I'm glad that I made a career change. I'm sorry you have to work tomorrow, Rich.
Oh, dude, I'm going in at 6. I'll be home by 9:30.
Good. They won't.
Nice.
You won't get stuck there, will you?
Nah, dude, I'm doing double time and just I'm out. I mean,
Yeah,
it was like go in or not. It's like I try to go in on the holidays that aren't really too important to me, like because God forbid if somebody asks me to do Christmas, I'll fucking quit. Like, I'll be like, no, not working Christmas. I don't care. But yeah, I mean, it's easy. I go in, I wake people up, you know, I tell them happy July 4th. Let's get dressed, move on, do it for 3 hours. And then I'm home after they're done eating breakfast. So it's not bad.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Like back in the day working and you fucking worked all day.
Rich, while you're working tomorrow, and Don, I don't know what time you're getting up tomorrow, but you probably, well, I don't know. You probably won't be awake the time that we as a family are going to Shady Maple tomorrow for breakfast.
Ooh.
Ah.
So by probably 9 or 10 o'clock, I'm gonna be
in a coma.
I'm gonna be hurting.
You'll have the solid food baby in full effect.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to be horizontal. I'm probably gonna have trouble breathing. I'm gonna have to make sure I wear something loose fitting to stuff my face. So.
Athletic shorts, baby. Athletic shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh well, listen, I gotta throw in the boss lady's comments. Is a little bit late, but
agreed.
We're right on board. The parades suck. Lacey just got home, so she just got home, but she will skip the parade and then just meet us at my parents' house.
Nice.
You guys should all be doing that, and then people will catch on because I guarantee everybody else is like, "Can we break this cycle?"
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're kind of getting to that point where, like, at least for me, like my kids are getting a little bit older, like they're 16 and 13, so they're like, do we have to go?
Yeah,
but we'll figure it out. But it's the final thought for me this week is like, obviously you go out and celebrate, but like make sure that obviously, one, that you're doing it safe. Make sure that if you're doing anything that involves anything intoxicating, make sure you're either walking or Uber or Lyft. You're not driving anywhere. If you do have a tendency to want to light fireworks, do it safely, not in your hands like Jason Pierre-Paul. And really just kind of take it easy on and just enjoy the fact that this is one of those things that, you can do it, you can get it together. If you have animals, make sure that you're putting the animals away. Don't have them out when there might be fireworks, because that'll just they're going to be freaked. They're going to be freaked out anyway. So just that PSA of like, whatever you're going to do, have fun, but be safe, and just be mindful, not just of your stuff, but of everybody else's too.
Yeah,
very true. Very true.
Rich, take us home, because I think we got a new.
We have an addition.
We got a new addition to this list.
And he just made the list probably yesterday or today.
And it's great because it's another piece of shit that we always say fuck you to. So well, I'm Rich, that's Don, and that's Joe. We're drunk on broad. You stuck around, you fuck around, and you found out. You found the fuck out. Howard Eskin, fuck you, you old fucking grimy scumbag piece of shit. You and your fucking rat-looking fucking son, Spike. Fuck you both. Like, you guys, not only are you a scumbag, Howard, but like, stop. And guys too, fucking stop with the advances, the unwanted advances on females. They don't fucking want you. And Howard, you old fucking saggy ball face looking chode motherfucker.
Dude.
Sit on a fucking dick and die.
Dude.
You fucking suck, Howard Eskin, along with everybody else on the fuck you list. But tonight is especially for you because you are a scumbag. Your takes always fucking sucked, and you thought you were the fucking shit. Shame on you for your unwarranted advances, touching people when they don't want to be fucking touched. Everything bad, I hope, happens to you, and it's fucking deserved. So, sir, fuck you for being a piece of shit. And I'm Rich, and that's Don, and we're Joe, and we're drunk on broad. Fuck Dallas. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Cheers.
The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions.
E-A-G-L-E-S!